Welcome back to Success and Equity on BCTV. I'm your host, Francis Mayer, and today we're talking about a subject that generally gets people to stop talking, and that is death by suicide, post-traumatic stress, and mental health issues. It's still a taboo today, and that's very unfortunate because it shouldn't be. It's something that is natural in us, and the good news is that by talking about it and seeking treatment, it can be solved. And we're talking to Joe from the Veterans Center. And when people say that they feel weak because they have a mental illness, that just doesn't hold water with me, because you're a guy who helps some of the strongest people that our society cranks out, and that's combat soldiers.
That's true.
And they, unfortunately, just like the rest of the population, they can become ill with these things, can't they?
They sure can. And our combat soldiers are the ones that actually crawl under the bed to do hand in hand with the boogeyman. So they're not weak.
No.
Not unless. And I must give recognition to the significant other. I've been dealing with World War II, Korea, Vietnam veterans for the past 20 years now. And I have to recognize that significant other. Vietnam veterans are on average right now on their third divorce or their third marriage, and it's that third significant other that says, you need to go in for counseling. And they're the ones that are my best ally and convince him to come in. He says, well, I guess I do have something wrong with me,
Yeah.
Our biggest fear is saying that post-traumatic stress is a mental disorder. No, it's not. It's just a thinking disorder. It's a memory issue. It's not weakness. It's you witnessed a very abnormal situation, and you're behaving like a normal human being would behave, okay? And that's absolutely good. My job is to teach you how to live with it. We cannot take a memory away with a pill, with a Band-Aid, with an injection, with a voodoo dance. That memory is yours until Alzheimer's or dementia take it away. I can teach you, and that's what we do to our combat veterans. We teach you to live with it. I'm sorry, but that's what we're going to have to live with. You live with a significant other that's got, bad breath, tooth decay, stinky feet. We can work around that because we still love her. Then we need to compensate for that, and that's what we do. We need to love each other to the point where I want to live and I want to share my experience, and that's what we do at the Vet Center. Help you share that experience and let you know that all these other guys around here, they have the same thing you do, and here's how we've made it through life.
Yeah, and that's what it's about. And it's about people helping other people, and that's what you guys do over there. But the first thing you have to do is get over this stigma of talking about it.
True. It's not, you ain't crazy.
No.
Step one, you are not crazy. You lived through some crazy stuff. You saw some crazy stuff. And this is how normal human beings deal with it. Come down to the Vet Center, we'll help you deal with it. All kinds of techniques and skills. Modern science has now taught us to be able to measure progress in such minute detail that, you will get over it. You will heal.
And another thing to reiterate here is that it's not just combat veterans. You can have post-traumatic stress from a litany of things, a car accident, something that did not happen to you, something that you witnessed.
True.
And this can progress. And the thing that you had mentioned in our conversation the other day is you cannot carry that around by yourself.
Oh, no, it's
and let it fester.
Extremely heavy burden, yeah.
And it will push people. It can. I don't want to say it will, but it can push people to hopelessness.
Yes.
And then...
When you no longer have options, or you don't think you have options, when you played everything that you know how to do, that kind of gets dark, and you wind up in a one-way street on a very dark alley, actually, and the only option you're thinking of now is to ease this pain. I would probably have to take my life to ease this pain. Myself as a combat veteran and PTSD sufferer, I'd say I hear a psychic pain that you're complaining about. Let me help you with that. And that's what we do.
Yeah. And again, this happens to some of the strongest, most experienced people that our society has produced. And if it is happening to you and you are having thoughts about harming yourself, you need to open up. You need to talk to somebody. And Joe, there are success stories of people who were ready to die by suicide. And
True,
they've
true.
turned it around, right?
They've turned it completely around because they were out of options. Unfortunately, we were there. We were literally, in one case, we literally took, this is rare, but we actually took the weapon out of his hand and sat down and says, come on, let's have some tea right now. Tell me what's hurting you, what's pushing you this far. And we worked through it. And now he's an upright citizen, so grateful all the time for saying, you stopped me at a very, very edge of the precipice. And that's what we do, okay? No, the vet center is not a crisis center. I'm sorry, I'm not going to go to the house. Don't call me. Call 911. I don't carry a bulletproof vest. And I don't do house calls. And this one occasion, I went there to pick him up, fortunately, because we were going to go on a trip, and that's when we were able to find him. But I will be able to help you deal with that psychic burden that comes around. You are not crazy. You just are a warrior who needs help in dealing with this stuff. We've seen post-traumatic stress in the Bible at the very beginning, all through the Bible. Job, David, great leaders, great warriors have all complained about those ghosts of lives that they've taken. And if they are that great and have that same problem, guess what? You're not weak. You're just a warrior that has to deal with the mark of the warrior.
I don't know that I have ever heard it put better. That's why you do what you do. His name is Joe Acosta, and you can find him at the Vet Center. And just to reiterate, if you are having suicidal thoughts or thinking of harming yourself, this is a disease that talking can help you get through. The number is 1-800-273-TALK, T-A-L-K, or 1-800-SUICIDE. That's 1-800-784-2433. And we're going to have another QRT session on the Bakersfield College campus on April 18th from 10 to noon in the Fireside Room. And this will help you learn how you can observe the warning signs in peers or professors or staff people or anybody who is suffering. And as he put it, we're all warriors of life. And if you're carrying a burden that's too heavy, we're social animals. That's we're tribes people. So reach out to someone, talk about it, and things can get better.
You're not heavy. You're my brother.
Joe Acosta, I'm very glad that you were here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting us.
Absolutely. And there's nothing that we can't get over together. And we look forward to seeing all of you on the Bakersfield College campus. We are BC, and we are in this together. For the entire Equity TV team, I'm Francis Mayer, and we'll see you next week.